YouTube channel. Okay, so today we're gonna be learning about the main organs of the skeletal system and their functions. Also, we're gonna be learning about the trapezoid and some other bones because they're cool. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so first we have the endoskeleton. The endoskeleton, it's made in humans, which is us, birds, and dogs. It's internal. So it's a skeleton of animal vertebrae, which is made up of bone and cartilage. Exoskeletons are made up of crab, shrimp, spiders, and insects, basically. And the exoskeleton is external. It's the external skeleton systems, and they're made out of chitin and calcium carbonate and provides protection to creatures and crustacea. Okay. Next is the cranium. Next is just like we're naming all the things. Cranium, clavicle, sternum, ribs, humerus, radius, ulna, carpal bones, metacarpal bones, phalanges, patella, tibia, fibula, tarsal bones, metatarsal bones, phalanges. The reason I have these two blocked is because I want you guys to guess it in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. If you said this one was the pelvis and you said this one was the femur, then you would be right. Good job. Yay. Okay, next slide. We're going to get more in depth about these. Okay, so the 5 functions of the skeletal system are to support and protect, movement, which is this thing, production, which is like a factory, storage, which is this cabinet, and homeostasis, which is the balance. So support and protect is like this, it's supporting our skeletons like bones. It supports the softer tissue and provides points of attachment for most skeletal muscles. And it also provides protection for many of the body's internal organs. And movement, which is this thing. And movement is the skeleton works with the muscular system to allow for movement. And production, which is the factory, it's the production of blood cells because red bone marrow inside some larger bones produces blood cells as well as many other types of cells. And then this cabinet right here, this cabinet is the storage. It's the interior of the bone and can store minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, and chemical energy, also known as fatty acids. And then homeostasis. And then homeostasis is that bones are able to absorb or release calcium into the blood to maintain a stable environment in the body. And this like scale is stable. That's what it means. Next slide. Okay, so the axle is 80 bones of the body, and the appendicular is 126. So the axle, it's like 2 main divisions. So like the axle is one, and the appendicular is the other one. So the if you add 126 and 80, you get 206 bones, and that is the adult human skeleton. And then it is divided into 2 main divisions, which is the axial and appendicular. The appendicular is 126 bones of the appendages, arms and legs, and the gridles, shoulder and pelvic, that connect them with the axial skeleton and provide support and flexibility. So the appendicular, this thing right here, the appendicular provides like flexibility and movement, while the axial protects the internal organs, and it's 80 bones along the axis of the body. So axial protects the internal organs, and the appendicular provides support and flexibility. Okay, so bone tissues. compact bone makes up the dense outer layer of the bone. It's like a circly-ish, dot-ish thing. Spongy bone, and it is found inside bones, and it is lighter and less dense than compact bones because it is porous. Bone marrow, which I think we all know, I personally don't like it. It is a soft connective tissue that produces blood cells and is found inside the pores of spongy bone. And periosteum, also known as pneumatic. It is tough, fibrous membrane that covers and protects the outer surface of bone. Okay, next. Oh yeah, I wanted to play like a little game for yeah. Okay, let's play the game. Yeah. Okay. So, let's wait. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting.
Skeletal system. Label. Assemble.
Oh, okay. Anyway, let's
label the skeleton in as few attempts as you can.
So this thing, would be the cranium.
Cranium.
The cranium, it protects the brain. Oh yeah, it's basically the head. Then we have the sternum.
Sternum.
Right here. It is basically part of the rib. Then we have the rib cage, which protects the heart and the lungs. Where is it? Right here. Okay.
Rib cage.
And then we have the vertebral column.
Vertebral column.
Part of the ribs, part of the actual part. Okay, then we have the pelvic girdle.
Pelvic girdle.
Okay. And then we have the metacarpals.
Metacarpals.
Not carsoles. Metatarsals, not sorry. Metacarpals are in the hand and metatarsals are
metatarsals.
In the feet. Femur is the strongest and the largest bone in the body. And carpals, right here, carpals are in your hand.
Carpals.
Right here. The ulna is in your arm. It is the ulna and the radius. Sorry.
Ulna.
Right here. The ulna and the radius are like right next to each other.
Radius.
Then we have the humerus. The humerus is right next to the is like
humerus.
Our hand, our arm. I'll speed this up, don't worry. Scapula right here. Patella.
Patella.
Patella is the kneecap. Phalanges.
Phalanges.
Hand, obviously.
Hand.
Tibia.
Tibia.
Right here. Tibia is the stronger bone of your leg, kind of. And then the fibula is
fibula.
The kind of like weaker, I guess you could say. Tarsals. Are also right here. Facial bones, which we
facial bones.
The clavicle right here. Phalanges. Foot, obviously.
Foot.
Yay, 22. Yay, whatever. Okay, that's it. Sorry, that took a while. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Keep going. Okay, so we have the joints. The joints hold the skeleton together and support movement. They're classified by function, which is the range of motion, and structure. Structure means material that holds the bone and joints together. Okay, so we basically have short, flat, sesamoid, long, and irregular bones. Flat bones, an example is the sternum. The description of the flat bones is that It protects internal organs such as the brain, heart, and pelvic organs. Okay. The long bones, an example is the femur. And the feet and long bones support the weight of the body and facilitate movement. So we've done flat and long. Okay. Short bones are the wrist and ankle joints and also the carpals. The short bones provide stability and some movement. The irregular bones are like the pelvis and the vertebral column. It protects organs in the pelvic activity. And the sesamoid bones, which is the patella, knees. The patella is basically the kneecap. And it protects tendons from stress and wear. Okay, next one. The skeletal body systems working together. The skeletal system and muscular system work in conjunction to allow our body to move. Here's the connective tissue. This is the connective tissue. It is dense layered collagen fibers. And then this is the ligament right here. It is attached to bone, and tendons are attached to muscle to bone. Male versus female skeleton. The most important difference is found at the pelvis, and female pelvis are wider, flatter, and more circular to do childbirth. Female skeletons are not as massive, and the female rib cage is more rounded and smaller. Some diseases in the skeletal system are scoliosis, which is the side-to-side curve in the spine and becomes evident during abducens something. Sorry. Then we have the trapezoid, and because of the location of the trapezoid, it's below the thumb joint, and it plays a role in both the stability and the movement of the thumb. Yeah. And osteoarthritis is the base of the thumb and is the most common cause of this area. And that's it. Then we're almost done, I'm sorry. And then we have the frontal bone. The frontal bone in an adult is a bone that is part of the bony structure and forms the anterior and the superior portions of the skull. And the common name of the mandible is the lower jaw, and it's basically just the jaw or the jawbone. And ribs is this thing right here. The 12 pairs of ribs are called the thoracic cage, and it is formed by the 12 pairs of ribs with their costal cartilage, which is the yellow, and the sternum, which is the green right here. And there are a total of 24 bones in the rib. Yeah. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like and do post noties. And I'm sorry this video was really long. Thank you. Bye.